sufficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Dances away from the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Florida. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard line. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On the run, it's Hughes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a whole...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. Smashes through. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to go up top. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll come out throwing on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Tulane right back to the line. Thompson to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Hauls it in at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Skips away from pressure. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, USF! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Thompson wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know it's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it shows.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another recent... They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So USF's offense will start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Keith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to throw on second down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. So loud.
many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bulls. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut him.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide, some of those wide receivers.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's grinding through. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the holder, they fake it, pitch it to the tight end. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. Quarterback extends the play. Sweet cut there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pressure coming. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now the play fake. He looks that one in nicely. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run again.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack,
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
and man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back to this ball.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute.
And he's running in the open. The tag. Touchdown, USF. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Alexis. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Feeling some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Pirates offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Garcia to pass. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult to run.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bulls offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Comes out throwing on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. And they got him for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 4 over Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Garcia wants to throw. Complete to the right. He's loose. Past the 10. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
The Pirates will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and
All kinds of running room. And this is why a mobile defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, East Carolina.
I like you're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play. And do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. We need space. I'll take 6.
Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to just keep throwing it. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. at the 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Garcia to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Alexis. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! And the pummeling has started. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stevens. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They want to throw it. Touchdown, South Florida! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the UTSA Roadrunners will have some work to do after that short return. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Zings it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense in hurry-up mode.
You know when you're